Caulfield, New Zealand, race 6 in 12. Dunmore Boys, one of the chances. He's drawn a little bit wide, and over to the more fancied runners there for race 6. We've got Enterprise, Super Cat, and City of Dreams has firmed up quite a bit since we last updated. That's New Zealand coming up in 12. 3 Group 1 races set down for decision at Caulfield today. The Caulfield Guineas, the Yalumba Stakes, and the Toorak Handicap. This is a great day. 3 days at Caulfield. Today we're there on Wednesday for the 1,000 Guineas and back there next Saturday for the running of the Caulfield Cup. Here's Greg Miles for race 1.
Right, we need about 4 or 5 to move in, and Unbridled Smile, favourite on track, quite firm. Good move at longer odds here is for Stormy Sun, who turned in an amazing run to win at Belmont last time out. Came from second last along the rails. The rider ended up with the saddle having slipped, lost everything. Went over the line like the last of the straight backs, but still got up on the rails to win. There's been some support there. Here's True Glow now coming up into the line. Race of many hopes. Natural Blitz is set. So Stormy Sun still away. And also the favourite Unbridled Smile. Here's Stormy Sun, the West Australian, who's won 3 of 5, about to come in. Kieran McAvoy with the mount. Stormy Sun is set, and Unbridled Smile had taken the outside gate as well. So we're set. First on the card. Track is good, rail true, and they're racing in the first. Nasuno seemed to stumble a little coming out of the gates, and Stormy Sun was slow out. Unbridled Smile began very quickly from the outside. Now Nasuno finds his legs and drives through and takes up the running, and they're followed closely in the field by Chester County in the yellow colours on the rail, and Sensational Swing settles down a handy 4th. A length to Blur, not too far away, 5th on the rails now as they go by the 800, and they were being followed then by Chatline on the outside of Natural Blitz. Then came Logical Choice, Intuition, a length to Undenied, Stormy Sun well back, and then True Glow and Ice Cream last as they went by the 600. Chester County had the lead about a neck in front of Nasuno. Unbridled Smile on the outside of Blur as they come to the corner, and then Natural Blitz, Sensational Swing, Chatline is next, and then Stormy Sun over on the inside. Chester County cornered almost a length in front of Nasuno. Unbridled Smile wider out, Blur coming through near the inside, and then Natural Blitz and Stormy Sun along the inside. Chester County led below the 200. Blur is emerging with a big run now. Stormy Sun is coming through on the inside. Chester County in front. Is there much gas? He's about a neck in front. On the outside, Blur and Stormy Sun. Blur grabbed the lead. Blur, the last bound, I'd say, from Stormy Sun. Chester County third, and then Natural Blitz making ground the outside. Ice Cream from last. Unbridled Smile struggled. Then True Glow, followed by Sensational Swing, Chatline. Next, Nasuno, who's dropped right out of it. Followed in by, back behind those horses then, was Intuition in company with Undenied and Logical Choice. Blur storming over the top. I think we'll get this. He didn't settle all that far back. He was in about 5th placing. He got away from the rails with about 200 metres to go. Stormy Sun was coming home hard along the inside, but Blur has momentum out wide and gets the prize. Number 1, Blur, the winner. Stephen King. Second goes to 2, Stormy Sun, Kieran McAvoy, and third, 7, Chester County, ridden by Jim Cassidy. 1, 2, 7. 4th in Natural Blitz, number 10. And they've run 1:9.89. 1:9.89 time in the first on the card. It's 1, 2, and 7. Blur too good, fresh up from a break here this afternoon. A recent
horses are at the barrier. There's been a couple of moves.
They sure have. At longer odds, Ebony Knight's come up and trimmed in a few points, and outside of that, a little bit of money, Palladium Star. It's the best value of those in commission on the tote. Outside of the rest of them, the one I mentioned, Damasceno's huge overs on the tote. No, Rock My World hasn't firmed. Richard, super impressive. The punters are keeping him safe. Yeah, he's sort of bubbling along at the same price here, easing a little bit on course, but that's normal. There's a bit of money coming for some others. Mr. Magoo's been a little easy as well, but interesting. He looked very well, Ebony Knight, number 12, and he has firmed a little bit on course. Sure has, and he's nice value on the tote as Greg Miles stands by for the second on Guineas Day.
Here's Frere Jacques now coming in. Righto, Brendan, on screen there, Paris Heartbeat, who hasn't had much luck in those 2 runs in Sydney before coming down here. Handles the Melbourne way of going. And there has been a little bit of money. It's shorter on course than the tote figure of $13. Here's Damasceno coming up into the stalls in the green with the white V. First start for Roger James. Ebony Knight in the white and blue. Super impressive holding favouritism. We're narrowly at the moment on track ahead of Mr. Magoo, who's the tote favourite. Karamazoo. The grey about to trot in is Oliver Beer in the blue colours. Oliver Beer piloted by Stephen King, who won the first on Blur. He didn't get all that far back. His trend earlier was to drift a fair way back, but sitting as handy as he was a great asset to him in winning. Although the second horse came from well back along the rails, and the third horse was the leader, so it indicates a fairly even playing field, I should think. Here's Oliver Beer now coming in. He's drawn the outside. Comes up, and they're set to run. Second of 9 on Carlton Draft Caulfield Guineas Day. Number of attendants climbing in with horses. There's one with Karamazoo. They're set now and away. Larrieus jumped okay on the inside. Tribula was away fast, and also Paris Heartbeat is showing some pace on the outside. And now Mr. Magoo drives forward and finds the lead. They put 200 behind them now. Mr. Magoo led Tribula. Karamazoo on the outside third, and then Larrieus from Oliver Beer, Paris Heartbeat the centre. 1.5 to Super Impressive, about sixth on the inside. Damasceno is wide, debrief between them. 2 lengths further back, I Rock My World. Ebony Knight is 3 wide. Frere Jacques down on the fence. 2 Palladium Star, and Keys is last of all. At the 800 metres, Mr. Magoo on the inside led Karamazoo by a long head. 2 lengths to Tribula. Oliver Beer caught out. Larrieus fifth the rail. 1 to Paris Heartbeat. Damasceno wide but has some cover. Super Impressive the fence, 1.5 lengths Ebony Knight. He's also 3 deep by the 600, followed by Debrief, and then Frere Jacques, a Palladium Star, I Rock My World, and 2 to Keys. Coming around the turn, Mr. Magoo leading narrowly to Karamazoo. In third placing, Oliver Beer under some pressure, and then Larrieus, Tribula, Damasceno, Paris Heartbeat, and Super Impressive hard at it on the rail. Mr. Magoo cornered well. He drew about 3/4 clear. Karamazoo sticks to him strongly the outside, and they've burst away from Larrieus. Super Impressive making ground the inside. Mr. Magoo in front, 100 to go from Karamazoo. They're clear now. Here's Palladium Star flashing home. Mr. Magoo, Karamazoo, Palladium Star. The punters lament. Palladium Star's got up and won it on the line in the last bound, beating Mr. Magoo, Damasceno, and Karamazoo. They're trailed by Debrief and Paris Heartbeat, and next to finish Super Impressive, and they were followed then by behind these to finish Frere Jacques, and then Ebony Knight, trailed in by Tribula, Larrieus, and I Rock My World, and then Oliver Beer, who had a tough run, and Keys was last of all. Doing well if you can catch this fella. Number 10, Palladium Star, Greg Childs, storming down the outside to win. Mr. Magoo and Karamazoo fought it out from Barrier Rise till the last little bit of the race, and then swept Palladium Star. Stormed down the outside, and I'm sure he's going to get this verdict. The judge has called for a photo finish, so just stand by. I think he'll get it. Yeah, in the frame it goes. 10 to winner, Palladium Star, Greg Childs. Oh, he's got it by about a long neck on the line, so quickly was he finishing. Second to number 3, Mr. Magoo, Brad Rawilla. And we stand by for the third number. And there's not much in that, actually. Karamazoo and Damasceno. 10-3 and a photo. Now, no sign of the time being posted there. So we'll just check if I can find that in another place. It's not through as yet. We'll just wait for the third number to come through. Well, there was a little bit of money for him, and I just might be selling him a bit short, but I think punters who have followed Palladium Star over a period of time, you'd know just what I mean. He's a desperately hard horse to back. Now, third number, number 8. Gets third, Damasceno, so it's 10-3 and 8. Fourth going to Karamazoo, and fifth in was Debrief. So it's 10-3 and 8 official on race 2. It's a very hard horse to follow. But in having said that, he's still won 8 races and been placed 13 times. So he's got around 20% strike rate for the win. So I suppose we can't be too harsh on him, but there's so many times that he's been sent out by the punters and he's let them down. But I guess he's just got into a nice fast run race, sat back, did nothing, and Childs come with one sweeping run, and that's the way to win on the horse. Good luck to him.
In the Breeders' Plate, he made up many lengths to finish about 5 lengths from the winner, Ribald, and the rank and file are of the opinion that he's improved considerably on that performance and has been heavily backed to win the first today on tablet. Line steadies down as the starter climbs the stand. Be wide any tick of the clock. They're off this time. War Queen a little slow, and the same for Orange and Exhort. And Tasumi landed in front, going up very quickly is Danvers, followed by Strafed, and going around them smartly is Prince Nimrod. And not all that far away is the favourite Al Jamil, settling down, and Danvers, by golly, it's got some speed. And Danvers opens up about 2.5 lengths on Tasumi, followed by Prince Nimrod. And Jack Quigg is in that bunch of horses too, and a length and a half further away is Plywood, followed by Al Jamil, and then Chapper Rayhos, followed by Strafe, Scurry, Murray, Orance, Exhort and War Queen. This is the order galloping to the corner, and Danvers a big leader and swings about 2 lengths on Tasumi. A length and a half to Al Jamil off the fence now, followed by Prince Nimrod and Jack Quigg, and Plywood on the extreme outside, bar one, and that's Strafe, and Chapper Rayhos has made ground, but Tasumi raced up on the outside and gave the other Denham horse the go by Danvers, and Tasumi put 2 lengths Danvers, followed by Al Jamil running home pretty well, but it'll be all too late, I'd say. Tasumi in front from late Al Jamil, and then Chapper Rayhos, but it's Tasumi winning it nicely. Tasumi has won the money from Al Jamil and Chapper Rayhos, and then came Danvers in company with Strafe, Scurry, Murray, Jack Quigg and Exhort Plywood, followed by Orange, good margin to War Queen and Prince Nimrod, weakened out of it and finished at the tail of the field. Number 8 is the winner of race number 1, and that is Tasumi, ridden by Brent Stanley. Bad luck for Justin. Justin has a touch of asthma, and that's the reason that the ace jock can't ride today. Al Jamil has battled on well, number 9 for second, and Chapper Rayhos will run third. The winner by Thunder Gulch from Triscay. Isn't he a beautifully bred 2-year-old chestnut colt? And of course his half-brother was first past the post, as was well documented on Wednesday, Hillman, and ultimately lost it on protest, but a horse with tremendous ability. So he and the half-brother Tasumi certainly have inherited some of Mum's ability. Here are the numbers: 8, 9, 1 and 7. Tasumi B. Stanley first for Jack Denham. Number 9 is second, Al Jamil by Tail of the Cat, trained by Graham Rogers and Danny Beasley. And number 1, Chapper Rayhos third by Octagonal, trained by John Hawkes, Craig Agnew. And 7 was the official fourth, and that was Strafe. 12 ran fifth, Danvers, trained by Alan Denham.
Right.
Okay, Caulfield due very soon. Third race on the program as we await a scales report to come through from Victoria Park. Their first race, 1, 2, 4 across the line. On course, continued backing Innovation Girl, very close to what they're betting on the tote. And Edgston's eased out just a tad. It's a slight bit of value on the tote, and Toast of the Coast is the third elect on course. Nothing else has moved. It's stifled betting, Richard.
Well, why wouldn't you back her? She's a class above these. She's only got to be at her top, and she'll beat these by panels. The weight conditions suit her. She doesn't have to give too much weight away to fillies who are vastly inferior to her. So that is why she's stifling betting. Edgerton, you couldn't back it on looks. I mean, she's had a great form of late, but I just couldn't back her on looks. Toast of the Coast looked very, very well. Sensational Spot looked quite well too, I thought. Class Success looked a treat. Absolute treat in the yard.
And the ones that are of value compared to what they're betting on course are the 8, 9, 10 and 11, as well as the 12. But they're much longer odds on course. Greg Miles standing by for his call of the Group 3.
Now Raven Protector. So the first 3 locked in for this Group 3 Thoroughbred Club Stakes. Here's Class Success about to move in. Class Success ran off the track at her first run here, and then went to Moonee Valley behind Yell against the boys. She's back to fillies grade now. Took a chance awaiting her turn. She's just arrived at the gates now. Here's Preferential about to come up into the stalls. Has the blinkers back on today, as does Raw Treese. There's Toast of the Coast going in. Looked well in the yard. She's set. Innovation Girl, the one to beat here this afternoon. Drawn a middle position. She'll jump from number 6 stall. Here's Bold Cherie about to move in. Innovation Girl showing $1.70 at the moment on the tote. Edgerton at $5.80. Toast of the Coast at $6. Romantic Flyer is set. The starters coming over to the platform now. Bold Cherie will take the outside stall. Scotty Seamer moved in, so they're set to run. Third event, the Group 3 Thoroughbred Club Stakes. Starter eyeing off the field. Oh, Innovation Girl isn't in yet. Here she comes up into the gates now. She was just obscured for a moment or two, but now she takes her position in gate 6. So we're set to see action. 1,200 metres, they're set. Racing now. Innovation Girl began fast. Edgton might have been a shade slow on the inside and took a chance as got back early. Bold Cherie, Class Success, all got away fast, and so did Majorette and Sensational Spot. Innovation Girl sitting off the speed early. Now they settle down. Sensational Spot drives through and takes the lead. Class Success on her outside. They're followed by Toast of the Coast in between horses in the blue and gold. Preferential the rail. Majorette and also Bold Cherie are out wide next, and then Innovation Girl. 3/4 away to Edgton, trailed by Raw Trees, Raven Protector, and about 3 lengths away then came Romantic Flyer on the outside and took a chance. Before the turn, Sensational Spot from Class Success. Toast of the Coast getting a run between them. Then Majorette and Bold Cherie, and 2 lengths away Innovation Girl. Now where's Rawilla going to go? He's searching for a run on the favourite behind the leading horses. Toast of the Coast moved up and took the lead. There's the run for Innovation Girl, and she's answering quickly now at the 200 metres, and it's Innovation Girl sprinting up to go to Sensational Spot, and then Toast of the Coast is wilting between them, but the favourites racing away. Innovation Girl, she'll be far too good, and Innovation Girl won it by 2.5 lengths. Sensational Spot, a great run second. Toast of the Coast might have held Raven Protector for the 3rd place. Then Romantic Flyer, Raw Trees, and next was Took a Chance, who made some ground out wide. They got away then to Edgton, Bold Cherie, a long break Preferential, Majorette, and Class Success last of all. It was just a matter of the run appearing, and the gap opened up in plenty of time, and her well-known Acceleration was there to the fore again. Innovation Girl winning, and winning it with something in hand, it appeared. She's run 1:9.5 for the 1,200 metre journey. That's quicker than they ran in the 3-year-old, the first. They ran 1:9.89 there. And she's done that in comfortable style. 1 Innovation Girl. Nash Rawilla now takes a record to 10 starts and 8 wins. Well, the run of the second horse has been terrific, jumping up from a Sale Maiden to be beaten into second placing in a Group 3 race at just his second outing, and third going to 7 Toast of the Coast, Brett Preble. He looked to have every chance on that filly. She found herself in the clear to tackle Sensational Spot, but she tied from about the 200. She's lasted for third. 4th in Raven Protector, who's made nice ground, and 5th was number 8 Romantic Flyer. It's 1, 13 and 7 official. 1, 13 and 7, and the take dividends will be through shortly. Looking ahead to the 4th, the Schillaci Stakes Group 2 race coming up. The scratching is number 5 Feel the Noise, and the blinker comes off number 7 Fair Embrace, the one-eyed blinker coming off there. So good victory.
Support for Call Me Henry, Robin Freeman's mount, and a further pointed bit to This Man Should. 8 Tasumi won the first. Brad Stanley beat 9 Al Jamil, 1 Chaparejos, and 7 was 4th. 0 Point moves forward, and he's the last. A field of 9 to compete over 1,500 metres in the second here at Rosehill Gardens. Favourite has the inside, and they're off this time. He dwelt 2 Wyangan Pines, and back to last he goes. Call Me Henry taken on and headed now by River to Me and Papal. This Man Should settles 4th, followed by Mr. Attorney, joined and passed on the inside by Wyangan Pines as they settle down, and there's not a lot of speed on. Galliano's trapped out very wide. Second last 0 Point, and Manziel is last. Papal shot to the lead, and as they race along towards the 1,000 marker, Papal opens up 2 lengths Galliano, who'd been trapped wide, and moves up to within about 3/4 of the leader. Third is River to Me. Call Me Henry's running 4th, then Wyangan Pines. A length of This Man Should, about a horse off the fence from Mr. Attorney, being slapped along, and the last pair are 0 Point on the inside of Manziel. Down the side they come along to the 700, and Papal by 2 Galliano. Call Me Henry scouting a trifle wide. River to Me's over on the fence, and a couple then 2 on the inside. Wyangan Pines from This Man Should. 3 Mr. Attorney, 2 0 Point, a length Manziel. Rosehill. Papal the leader as they commence the run around the corner. About a length or so, Galliano and Call Me Henry being called upon by Robin Freeman. A length and a half to Wyangan Pines, hooking 4 and 5 wide. This man should try to hold in Wyangan Pines but couldn't, and in the meantime Call Me Henry to the 200, taken on by This Man Should. Wyangan Pines is starting to struggle. It's Call Me Henry the inside, and This Man Should. Call Me Henry ahead in front. This Man Should is gradually getting it, however, doing the better, and This Man Should came away on the line to beat Call Me Henry. 0 point late for third. Fourth Wyangan Pines, then Mansell, Mr. Attorney, Galliano, Papal, and River to Me was last.
It's been a good run for trainer Tim Martin after Johnny Rebb's success at Port Macquarie yesterday. He comes back to win with This Man Should. Big drop in class, but he was up in weight for today's performance. This Man Should, formerly prepared in Queensland and now doing his very best in Sydney. He's been racing consistently. So 1, 3 and 7 across the line, fourth to be confirmed. Victoria Parks, very intriguing. Group 2 Schillaci Stakes, but it hosts a whole lineup of Group 1 winners. Back to see how it's run and won in just a moment.
Fit, solid in the yard. I like the way he looked.
And Falvalon is big unders on the tote compared to what they're betting on course. Let's head up to the broadcasting tower for race 4.
So let's just hope Fair Embrace holds it together in the gates here today. She's gone in like a lamb. Sound the Alarm is ready. Spinning Hill well tried, but the favourite Mystegic. Third pick is Falvalon. Falvalon and Mystegic are the last two winners of the race. Mystegic winning last year when Falvalon slipped and hurt himself at the start. They meet at level weights today, though. Mystegic enjoyed a 5.5 kilos pull last year as a 3-year-old. Now Falvalon goes into his place. They're nearly ready. Sunday Shoes is going to come up and complete it. The Flying Filly from Adelaide. In amongst the big boys this afternoon. They're all in, set for the Schillaci. Ready. Racing. Mystegic jumped okay. Also, Falvalon got away all right towards the outside. Sunday Shoes drives through and joins Mystegic early. North Boy settled off them third. Then Falvalon outside, Fair Embrace, followed by Sound the Alarm and Spinning Hill last on the inside. Heading to the 600, Sunday Shoes running it fast, led by about 2.5 lengths. Mystegic, North Boy third. Fair Embrace fourth, the inside, and then Falvalon 2 to Sound the Alarm and Spinning Hill on the rails. Sunday Shoes by 2, Mystegic easing away from the rail. North Boy 3 wide, then Fair Embrace. Falvalon within 4 of the leader, then Sound the Alarm and Spinning Hill. Into the straight now, and Mystegic moved up and took the lead from Sunday Shoes, and then North Boy. Here's Falvalon coming down the outside, and then Fair Embrace. Mystegic had the break at the 150, but Falvalon's winding up. Spinning Hill starting to come now down the outside. Falvalon hit the lead. Spinning Hill tries to reach him. Falvalon in front. Spinning Hill dives. Very close. Spinning Hill got very close to Falvalon. Not sure if she's got there or not. Mystegic third, then North Boy, Fair Embrace, Sunday Shoes, Sound the Alarm. Has she made it? She's swamped Falvalon in the last few bounds. She might have got there. It's very close. They've run 57.14. The judge needs the photo. Falvalon reeling in Mystegic, but then Spinning Hill descended on him. And she's got there. Spinning Hill's got there to win. Number 6, Spinning Hill, Patrick Payne, weaving some magic. She's come from last on the rail towards the turn. Guy Walter is the man today. Guy winning with Palladium Star in the second. And he's got Republic Lass to come to see if she can stand up and be a genuine Caulfield Cup hope next week. Phil.
Well, there's a classic case of the leader setting up the race. I mean, without Sunday Shoes tearing away out in front, I think Mystegic would have probably hung on a lot longer, and it would have been very difficult for Spinning Hill to get there. But she's done it. She's defied her looks in the yard. She was sweating up, wasn't in the greatest condition in the yard that I thought, but she's a great mare, and you should never rule out a great mare like that. And race set up for it, she's done the job.
OK, let's take you down trackside. Sandy Tate, Jill Niverson, owners of the horse. Sandy Tate's son with Andrew Bensley, Ollie Tate.
Yeah, Ollie Tate's over here. We'll walk towards our camera, mate, but what about that?
Yeah, very exciting. She's a great mare.
The thrill, because really I mean, it was built up to maybe Mystegic and Felvalon, but your mare's really just found them.
Yeah, she's a terrific mare. It was a top-class field, and to win over 1,000 metres coming back from 1,200 was a great effort. And, you know, they went fairly fast up front, and she was a little bit out of her ground, but she's got a great finish, and she was just too good for them.
Just Dive, did you think you'd got there?
I thought she might have just in the last stride. Yeah, I thought she'd got it, but we were sitting near the owners of Felvalon, and they thought they'd won it, so I wasn't really sure.
We'll catch up with Guy shortly, but, gee, she's an exciting mare. You'd want to race on, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, she'll certainly come back. She's got the spring in front of her still, and back in the autumn, and then I guess my dad and my Aunt Jill will make a decision after that.
I'll tell you something, he's a bloody good trainer too.
Oh, he's a great trainer, best trainer in Australia.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Right, well done to you, Ollie.
Thank you.
Ollie Tate there. We'll come back with Guy Walters shortly.
Well, when we look at sprinting mares, Andrew Bensley, I try to rack my brains on some of the best sprinting mares in Australian racing history. Before we just go back through the history books, Alf and Richard, we might head trackside to Eagle Farm, late mail time.
Yeah, thanks, Brendan. Numbers here are 3.
And the popular pick is number 1, Charlie Bub, 290 and 160. The second elect is number 5, and that's Noble Spur at 560 and 190. Third elect is number 4 at 710. Son of Pegasus. Son of Pegasus has met with a little support in the ring, and a little money late for Noble Spur. This has been a good betting race. On. Yep, there. All there. Face well. Off. Good start. Prophet Jewel immediately dropped out to last, and Dial Tones out quickly. Son of Pegasus looking for the lead. Charlie Bub right there, as is Sir Craigley. And settling down now, it's going to be Son of Pegasus in front. Noble Spur presses on. Goes up to the quarters of the leader. Sir Craigley third from Charlie Bub. Prophet Jewel, our axeman wide. And then Dial Tones, Mission Statement, and Rustenburg's last. The Newcastle galloper Son of Pegasus, the leader, going down to the 1,000 pole, about a length and a half. Noble Spur. Sir Craigley is running third on the fence, a length and a half. Charlie Bub the favourite, followed then by Prophet Jewel, and to break to our axeman a trifle wide over Dial Tones, Mission Statement, and Rustenburg. This is the order as they go along past the 800 marker, and Son of Pegasus about a length on Noble Spur, on the rails 3/4 back Sir Craigley. One out, one back is Charlie Bub, followed by Prophet Jewel, our axeman, and then Dial Tones. Mission Statement second last, and still absolute is Rustenburg. Son of Pegasus is the leader as they race to the corner. Michael Travers has been able to rate him pretty well, and the Son of Pegasus swings now. A half length on Noble Spur, a length Sir Craigley waiting for the run, and Charlie Bub is being called upon now. At a length and a half, Dial Tones and our axeman. Charlie Bub is letting rip. And inside the 300, he comes after Noble Spur and Son of Pegasus. Sir Craigley switches back to the rails to come on, and then Dial Tones. Charlie Bub got to the front. Sir Craigley, Noble Spur, and Son of Pegasus. Charlie Bub is running out. Sir Craigley doing the best, and Sir Craigley gets there from a tighty. Charlie Bub and Noble Spur, followed by Son of Pegasus, Dial Tones, and a gap Mission Statement, and a Prophet Jewel, and Rustenburg in company with our axeman, the joint tailenders. Johnny Grisdale on number 7, Sir Craigley. Switched him back to the inside near the 300, and once the Honour and Glory colt saw daylight, he raced home too well and has scored nicely. And on the toe to New South Wales, the late mail each way. That late mail was right on target there. And Sir Craigley at, let me see here, 780 and 260.